What we have here is some ground cover that's going to be planted out in front. But that's not the subject of this video. This video is all about our elevated garden and planting. Home farming, home gardening, home planting to supplement food sources and food supplies. This video is a VR to SomeGuyInSandy, who is doing likewise, and thought I'd throw this video in to show you what we're doing here. Hi to SomeGuyInSandy. Some nice watering, gentle rain. And my daughter and son-in-law built these elevated planters. And taking advantage of also the pots. And some lime trees going to be going in.
Better angle. The beans are coming up. These are my bush beans. This whole little patch here I sowed with beans. They're coming up now. The corn's already up in the back. And over here you see the lettuce coming up. A little short row right here. And then there's more beans coming up over there. And in the back, the peas.
And I think your tomato plants you're using these things upside down, right?
These ones are upside down on purpose. I read an article about how it gets bigger and then you just kind of train it up almost like a little finial, like a sculpture. So give it a try. These are standard orientation.
Very nice and colorful also. Very neat garden. How many hours do you think you put in every day?
Oh, every day? Not. I just come home from work and spend 10 minutes watering here. I just thinned out some of the beets because I sowed them pretty thickly, and in order for the beets to grow you have to kind of thin them out. Hopefully these cover. But the carrots see are unthinned right now. Obviously if these all grew into carrots you'd have some weird shaped or stunted carrots, so you'll thin those once they get a little taller as well.
Those onions are doing well also.
Yeah, these green onions are fine.
Soil is really rich. Now, are you going to be using any fertilizing on these?
Not at first, because the potting soil is pretty nice and it's already filled with good things. So I'm not anticipating having to fertilize much. After the summer crop, I'll probably plant a cover crop to rebuild the soil. But hopefully after the spring and summer vegetables are done, that pumpkin plant in the back will then have an opportunity to have enough space to grow and do the pumpkins that it's supposed to make.
Now I understand there's some hops that are going to be going in.
Probably. My husband likes to brew beer, and I've tried growing hops before, but they grow really fast, up to a foot a day. They require a lot of trellising and training, and they're susceptible to aphids too. That first hops plant I grew was killed by aphids.
Now, do those need to be grown near walls and things for the trellising?
You can, or you can build a trellis. It's a pretty fast-growing vine, so it can climb up a string if you want to do an A-frame or even a string just by itself up vertically.